1. Welcome back to the People's Stadium here in Tianjin for frame 4, the one before the mid-session interval. Mark Joyce breaking off 2-1 in front. He's played quite nicely, but that was a nice contribution by Ronnie O'Sullivan to get his evening underway.
Mark will be a little bit frustrated there after sitting at the last frame straight away from the break off. Caught him a bit too thick. As a result, this red has come up. He had a great pot and managed to leave himself low on the black. And without getting too far ahead of yourself, that could well be 2-all. Could be one safety in the previous frame, caught the yellow, end of, and just from the break off. Again, it's not being overly critical of Mark. It's just, these are the standards. It is these fine margins.
16. Seventeen.
However, even if Ronnie was to go on and make this 2-all, I think for Mark there's still obviously a lot of positives. 2-all. Won the 2 frames.
22.
He should have won. So I'm sure at the start of the match he probably would have took 2-all. Ronnie, he is winning frames. You just like to feel that you've made him, have to make him work for it.
27. $28.
Yeah, it's almost shades of his match yesterday against Ken Doherty. It took him a little while to get going, but once he did, he looked very good.
$36.
Fascinated to know in the professional game how many frames are lost from the break off. Not sure how he'd work that out, or who'd want to work that out.
44.
Yeah, it's a good question though, because this day and age, it's a common theme, a common occurrence. You actually have matches, I do believe, where, say, a best of 7, you'll lose at least 3 frames from the break off. We see it not all the time, but you do see it.
Yeah, and particularly nowadays, everybody's looking to get better, looking to improve, working with psychologists, changing cues, getting fitter. And despite that, all players are still losing frames from the very first
51.
shot. When you put it in that context, it's actually criminal, really. You know, if you could go a season without your opponents winning a frame off your break, you'd be surprised how many more frames you would win, and in turn matches.
57. 58.
And here is the classic we nearly just took from the very first blackie pot and split them.
65. 66.
But it's been a great match and beautifully poised now for after the interval.
Yes, and once again, in the blink of an eye, frame ball.
73.
He is a bystander at the moment. Mark Joyce, but yeah, just got to regroup. And Ronnie O'Sullivan now chasing century number 1,220. A flick of the wrist, a swish of the cue. 2 long reds dispatched with unerring accuracy. And, well, 5 or 6 minutes later, the frame is gone.
81.
I think he can take some solace as his opponent that it is still lovely to watch.
87.
Obviously you want to go out and beat him, but I think you still do admire. You're able to still admire how he goes about it and still retain your killer instinct.
$94. $95.
Yeah, so 1,220 on the way right now. And it goes. Ronnie O'Sullivan has truly ignited this last couple of frames, and he's not done yet. He wants some more fun out there. Sparkling stuff from the recent Shanghai Masters champion. He's after the lot of them.
110.
No, pity, but not to worry. But a century in quick fire style means that the rocket has drawn level at 2 frames all.